very good afternoon to everyone present here. Today, I, Tanisha, is going to present the topic, the algorithmic bias. So before diving into the topic, let us first know what algorithms are. Algorithms are the step-by-step procedure to solve a problem in order to obtain desired or expected results. Now, what is bias? Bias is the disproportionate weight in favor or against any idea or a thing in a way which is prejudicial or unfair. So, algorithmic bias are the biases that exist in the algorithms. It is anything that makes the algorithm to produce unfair and biased results. Algorithms are written by humans and use our data, and hence, since bias exists in human mind and the real world, so bias also exists in the AI systems. So here are few examples of algorithmic bias. Facial recognition systems that don't identify non-white faces. It happens due to insufficient data fed into the algorithm. The people who coded the algorithm didn't taught it to identify a broad range of facial tones and facial structures. Resume screening systems that filter out women. Let us take the example of Amazon's hiring algorithm, which gives job candidates score ranging from 1 to 5 stars. So this algorithm was fed with a lot of successful resumes to help it to identify good job application. Now, all of the resumes that were fed into the algorithm were from men, so it considered that being a male is a quality that enhances the job application. So this resulted in rejection of many female candidates. Later upon realization, Amazon abandoned this algorithm. This is an example of search engines rank hate speech misinformation highly in response to neutral queries. When typed, "Why are black women so?" the autocomplete suggested the words angry, loud, mean, attractive, lazy, etc. So here is a video which I have screen recorded, and here I am trying to show how Google Translate is producing gender biased results. When I type Uniaction, it is showing that he is one. The moment I type nurse, the he changes to she. And when I change the nurse to police officer, the she changed to he. It clearly indicates how Google Translate's algorithm is considering that nurse is a female's profession and police officer is a male's profession. And this is another example how search engines producing biased result. When type nurse, most of the images are of females, and when type computer programmer, most of the images are of males. Another example is of AI software that are biased against black people. So these are the results given by a software for predicting future criminals on the basis of their past crime records. So here, Vernon Prater, who is a white man, he has done 2 armed robberies, one attempted armed robbery and subsequently one grand theft. But he is the software is showing him as low risk, whereas Brisha Borden, who has done only 4 juvenile misdemeanors and no subsequent offense, is showing at high risk of committing crimes only because of the fact that she is a black woman and hence higher chance of committing crime in future, according to the software. So far we have discussed many examples of algorithmic bias. So let us now know what causes algorithmic bias. Data that is fed into the algorithm may be insufficient, irrelevant, and hence inappropriate to the algorithm, or it may be just plain wrong. So it may even cause the best intentioned programmer to produce unjust and unfair results. Lack of transparency also leads to algorithmic bias because we don't know where the bias is coming from. Some mathematical models give more weight to certain data over other data. So it produces biased output despite the fact that the data being used is fundamentally valid. And last but not the least is the human bias. Bias exists in the human mind, and so its influences voting behavior, discrimination on the basis of gender, caste, race, law enforcement and legal proceedings, online hate speech. Now we need to know how to detect and mitigate algorithmic bias. First of all, we need to find the cause where the bias is coming from and then acknowledge those biases. By transparency and monitoring, we can examine the input and outputs and then understand why the AI is giving certain recommendations. Now, we need to know that algorithms will be biased, so it is very important to be critical about AI recommendations instead of just accepting whatever results the algorithm is producing. Another way of mitigating algorithmic bias is to have more training data on the protected classes like race, gender, age. It is a good way to check discrimination on them. So, in the end, I would like to conclude that algorithmic bias doesn't emerge as a problem until and unless it starts treating some groups of people unfairly and then those biases are also not acknowledged. It is high time that we should start thinking more consciously about the social impacts of the technology that we are developing and using so that in order to prevent it from making harmful impacts on the society. Lastly, I would say that for the sake of the world, let us all try and set aside the biases existing in our narrow human mind, and only then can the algorithms developed by us be truly free from all the biases. These are the references I have used. Thank you.